So first thing I want to show you, I'm going to play a little video just so you get a visual now. You're going to see a t-test we do to show you how fast you would be absorbing ERW compared to, let's say, your typical bottled water. Okay, let's take a look.
It's really important for athletes. It's really important for dealing with brain fog. And of course, with the detoxification, it's really important for losing weight and for feeling better because toxins, we'll even get a little help there. Toxins sit in our cells, and if you can't get them out with your water. What did my skeptical husband say? He said, well, that's not fair. The tea bag was already wet, right? But isn't that cool? That's showing you the superior hydration, better detoxification of your cells. But just so you know that we weren't, cheating, and it wasn't because the tea bag was already wet. We'll go back to the Dasani. You know how when you feel really bloated or your stomach feels really full and sloshy with bottled water or tap water when you're drinking a lot of water? It's because it's sitting in your stomach and not actually absorbing into the intestines. To give you a little dose of science, the Kangen water, between the good alkaline minerals and the antioxidant, it can open your caloric valve and go straight into the intestines.
Pretty cool, right? So now we are realizing how fast we can absorb. Has anyone ever got bloated or gotten a water baby before? You guys ever feel so sloshy? Like I said, could it be the water we drink? Now, why is this important for absorption? Okay, just because for the most part, unless maybe it's just me, but for the most part, a lot of the supplements we take, what do we mix it with? What do we take it with? Water. So what if we're taking it with water we're not actually absorbing? Or water that is acidic, or water that has no antioxidants, or cannot deliver it where it needs to go. So just think about your supplements. I'm a supplement junkie, and I've cut down drastically. I used to break the bank, but I was realizing that maybe I was peeing most of this stuff out. So imagine absorbing more of your supplements, improving the effectiveness of them. Maybe you use less supplements over time, and you waste less nutrition, and you're going to save more money. It just makes sense, right? The supplement is the passenger. The right kind of water is the vehicle. It's the Uber driver. It's got to deliver you to where you want to go. If you get dropped off at the wrong place, you'll be pissed off. So how do we look at that when it comes to our own health? Okay? Let's go to the second property now. Free radicals and toxins. Now, there are good free radicals. We need them. There's a balance always in life. Not everything is just bad. There's a balance of good and bad. There is all this balance that the universe likes to have. However, some of us are very imbalanced. And what I mean by that is the thousands of free radicals from medications, cigarette smoke, stress, viruses, bacteria, non-native EMF, radiation, mold, even excessive exercise. This was eye-opening, and cortisol levels, alcohol, household chemicals, our toothpaste, our deodorant, our mouthwash, our hand sanitizers, our laundry detergent, kitchen cleaners, pollution, processed food, lack of sleep, toxins environmentally, and even excessive UV light. So what does this all do? It creates the free radicals in the body. And now you guys are a beautiful apple, but over time, due to dehydration, inflammation, acidosis, negative thinking, traumas, stuck energy, oxidative stress, look what happens to your cells. It starts to break down. And then what do we call this? Aging, disease, autoimmune, allergies, pain, liver cirrhosis, IBS. We just give it all these names when really we're just saying our cells are oxidizing. So imagine, what if we could drink antioxidants? What if we could actually reverse all this? What if we could actually provide the body with antioxidants, anti-aging, and anti-inflammatory properties? Now you're looking at the screen, you're like, oh, what the heck is that? That looks like, a carbonation drink, or it looks like a soda, or it looks like sparkling water. It's none of those things. In fact, it's quite the opposite. So what you're looking at is literally becoming, science is showing, studies for years now, thousands, are proving that molecular hydrogen, one of the world's smallest, if not the smallest, most potent antioxidant gas that the human body can consume, can now be found right in your water. How amazing is that? It can literally be found right in your water. So what is molecular hydrogen? Well, it's a gas that binds with free radicals and breaks them down into water so you can poop, pee, sweat, and breathe it out. That's the main elimination chambers, right? So look at all these benefits. Antioxidant, anti-aging, body's antioxidant system, anti-inflammatory, pain reduction, protecting your muscles, speeding up sports-related recovery, any fitness people on here, neuroprotective, metabolic conditions, mitochondria functioning, protects your DNA, I don't make all this up. We have studies and tons to show you if you want to read them. And so when you look about it and you go even bigger, think about all the systemic problems we're having. And this is where your mind has to stay open. Because when I first heard this, I was like, there's no way water could do this. If I knew that water was this great, someone would have told me by now. I would be drinking it. Everyone would be talking about it. But guess what, guys? At the beginning of this call, we all agreed that we don't live in that kind of world. We don't live in that kind of world where everyone's talking about anti-aging water or the fountain of youth or the elixir of life. And if you do, you're crazy. And I was the person that was resistant. I was calling people crazy. But the research is showing, and the testimonies are showing, and the outcomes are showing. And it's very, very, very powerful. So again, I am not here to claim that we'll do this for you. I am not here to claim that this is the end-all, be-all. But I will say that there are facts out there, there are results, there are studies, there are testimonies, there are millions of people that are consuming this type of product and this type of water that are truly coming out better. Just on that other slide, here are all the sources. There you go. Right there. Plenty. And if you want to research, go for it, please. And that's, again, why the Rockefellers didn't want you to know about this. They don't want you to have a Kangen machine in your house. Now, all of a sudden, you're no longer a customer to their water bottle monopoly. They don't want you to have a Kangen water machine in your house because now you won't go buy their medications and prescriptions so you can feel better. Do you see how this is such a huge threat to the system that we live in? It's just up to us to tell people about it. And what you do with it, it's up to you. So that was molecular hydrogen. And now the second part of this antioxidant aspect is what we call an ORP meter. This is how you test if something is going to age you faster, oxidize and inflame you faster, or be an antioxidant, anti-aging, right? So look at all these drinks we drink. Sports drinks. If it's a positive, it's not good. Positive 450. Soda. Look, even alkaline water. Do you guys see where my mouse is? They literally put a positive right on the bottle because they know what Enagic is. They made Essentia because they saw what Enagic was doing with alkaline water. So they put a positive, so they trick you. Dasani, tap water. So we want to get to that negative charge, okay? Negative charge, very, very important. So now, let me show you a video of how we would use this meter to test if a liquid is antioxidizing or aging you faster. Remember, we're looking for the positive number. Let's take a look.
This is an ORP meter, which literally measures a liquid's potential to reduce oxidation. The more positive the reading, the more oxidizing or inflammatory the liquid is. The more negative the reading, the more antioxidizing and anti-inflammatory a liquid is.
Like what? Why is there an expiration date on a bottle of water? Well, it's because of when the plastic starts to corrode. Plastic starts to corrode. It's when the plastic starts to leach into the water. And that is what we call processed water. So the body is always replacing itself. And the system we live in does not want you to regenerate. They want you sick for the rest of your life because now you're a customer. So look at how fast our body will regenerate. But we regenerate based on what? Our food, the water we drink, the supplements we take, the information, the thoughts, the habits, the word, the environment, and our DNA all together. So how do we get back to that homeostasis? Like, how do we just get healthy just to begin with? We can drink ERW for sure. We can get into the sun and nature more. And type in me in the chat. Does anybody go grounding? We're those crazy hippies, right? We call crazy hippie people. They have tree hug and they go